everybody! I wanted to show you a rundown of simple things that you could do at your desk every day to help alleviate common aches and pains and sorenesses that you get from sitting at your desk and looking at a computer. So the first thing that I always tell my clients is that breathing is key. So my favourite breath is the 4-6 breath, and it's a really simple breath, and what it does is it helps to bring us into our parasympathetic nervous system. And this is the part of our nervous system that helps us to get calm and relax and repair and heal. And what it does is it brings us out of that adrenaline fight or flight place, which is the place that we're in all day when we're doing and achieving and meeting our tasks. So it's really, really important for us to move away from that back into the opposite plate of our nervous system where we can just get a little bit calm again. And it helps us just to repair all the damage that living in that kind of stressy place does. So a really simple way that you can do this at your desk is just to place one hand on your belly and just close your eyes, or if you can't close your eyes, you can just look down at your knees. And you're going to take an inhale through your nose for 4 seconds like this, and then exhale through your nose for 6 seconds. So in for 4, and out for 6. In for 4, and out for 6. And what I would do is set a little 45-minute timer on your phone and try every 45 minutes to just do like 10 breaths of that 4-6 breath, and it'll make a real difference to how you're feeling in your body. So the second thing that I would talk about is we get neck pain, we get shoulder pain, and we get back pain when we're sitting in our desk. So really, really simple exercises that you can do are to take your hands on your knees, make sure that your feet are planted on the floor, and as you inhale, drag your hands back, arch the spine and look up, and as you're doing that, pull those shoulders back in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest, pull your belly back in and round that space between your shoulder blades. So we inhale to arch and lift, and exhale around and soften. And this is going to get the whole of your spine nice and mobile, but it's also going to travel up into your neck and also into your shoulders. So all of those areas in one lovely simple move. And then coming back up, and you can take that up into your upper neck too by interlinking your fingers, placing them behind your head, and just place your head into the back of your hands, hands into your head. As you inhale, open your elbows wide, lift your chest up and gaze comes high. And as you exhale, tuck everything in and round your back. So we inhale coming up and exhale coming down. And one more time. And you can do that as many times as you want. And then just to get into those shoulders that get really tight. When those shoulders get really tight, what they do is they start to restrict the blood flow that travels up the back of the neck into the head, and that impairs our concentration, it impairs our memory, our ability to be creative and to focus. So it's really important that we get that good blood flow, especially if you tend to get a slump mid-morning or mid-afternoon. So take your fingers up onto your shoulders and you're just going to cycle them around, just getting that nice movement into the shoulder blades. And once you've done that a couple of times, if you let that come into a little bit of a twist, like you're rowing from side to side, that's going to come into the side planes of the body as well. And then just coming back and just give your shoulders a nice big shrug, loosening out there. If you tend to get tight wrists from working at your computer all of the time, a really good way that you can release that tension and that pressure down through the carpal tunnel here, which is just a little bundle of nerves that run through the carpal tunnel right in the wrist and tends to cause numbness and tingling in your fingers and your shoulders, is just to take your wrists into the side of your rib cage, lift them up as high as you can, and then breathe out into your wrists with your rib cage. So as you inhale, inflate your rib cage into the wrists, and as you exhale, push the wrist back into the rib cage as the rib cage goes to the center line of your body. So inhale, expand, exhale, release, inhale, expand, exhale, release. And then you can bring your hands down and just bring them so that the fingers face back, and just take a little stretch and wiggle your body side to side here. And you can just take that to the depth that works for you. That's just going to give a lovely stretch through the fingers and the wrists there. And just give them a nice shake out so we get the circulation back into them. The other thing that's important is that because we're sitting, all of gravity is working on us as we're sitting, and everything is pooling down in the feet, so the circulation can get really kind of stagnant and slow down in the lower legs. So just simply coming up onto your tiptoes and circling out the feet every so often is going to move that blood pressure and the blood flow all the way up from the feet into the hips and back down again. And just make sure you do both directions. And then even if you can, roll onto the ball of the foot there, so you're on the knuckles of the toes and moving around them in both directions as well, is really going to help. So make sure that you do both sides all the time to get that balance in there. And then another really common thing is tension headaches. So one of the things that we can do for tension headaches is a forward bend, because it changes that blood flow, it brings all that blood flow back up to the brain. So a really simple one that you can do at your desk is just sit with your legs at hip width apart, and you're just going to slide your hands all the way down until you're hanging, and once you're hanging there, just let that head and neck be nice and loose, wiggling from side to side in a yes and no, just getting all that fresh blood flow down into the head. And you can even massage with your hand down the back of your neck into your head to release the grip from your neck to your head there, and then slowly rolling back up again, letting your head sitting on top of the neck. And you can do it again, so sliding all the way down, letting the head and the neck release, and then all the way back up again, and coming back to the center. Another thing for our tension headaches or for eye strain is that when we're looking at the computer really close all the time, we're not looking at long distances. So we can use our fingers to help us to look far and look close, so that we just really train those eye muscles to get a little bit more strength in them, so that when we're looking at those close distances, we're also changing our perspective. We're looking further and we're looking closer. So a simple way that we can do that is to take our thumb up in front of our face, and we start at a mid-range distance. You're going to focus all of your eye gaze onto the thumb, and you're going to take it all the way till the arm is straight, just looking at the thumbnail, and then all the way back in until you go cross-eyed right in the center, and then all the way back out, and all the way back in, keeping your gaze right on the tip of your thumb. You can do that 5 times. Nice and slow and steady, so you keep your eyes focused on the thumb the whole time. And then at the end, close your eyes, rub your hands nice and fast so you build some heat up into the palms of the hands. And once those hands are nice and warm, you're going to take each warm hand over each eye, and you're just going to rest your closed eyes into your warm hands. And what we're going to do is just massage here with the hands in little circles around the bones of the cheeks and the eyebrow bones, and it's going to bring circulation and lubrication to the eyes themselves. And then release, bring your eyes open into the darkness of your hands, take a deep inhale and get tall, and exhale, dropping your hands down into your lap and coming back into the room. So I hope that helped you guys, and these are just some simple things that you can practice just whenever you think of it during the day.